My name is Tim Wade. I'm at the Seward Mills Stream project. We've been working on clearing both the banking and the stream for alewive access and egress and continued maintenance. It's been probably about 2 weeks since the last little clearing we had here. We got a lot done both in the stream and out of the stream. I think everyone's pretty happy with the work that we've done so far. However, there's still some work to do to ensure both the alewive access and egress and the ability to easily maintain the site. My objective today is to delineate a trail from the Crowell property to this point that I'm standing on now, where the stream bends around the point, and where we've got a fairly large pile of brush. But up to this point we've been unable to get any equipment back here to eliminate the brush. So the point of this trail is going to be able to get a four-wheeler or a utility vehicle hauling a chipper back to this point easily and without any issues. Now, my objectives in doing so, in blazing this trail, were to take out as few trees as possible, stay relatively close to the stream the whole way so that as we continue to clean the stream, we can make multiple piles along the trail that we can stop at with the chipper and take care of without having to walk a long distance up from the stream to the trail, as well as having a point where we can turn the chipper around with some ease and work our way back out. I think I've been able to pretty well accommodate all these goals. I've marked very few trees, maybe at worst a couple dozen. Out of those trees, all but 3 or 4 were less than 3 inches in diameter, and those 3 or 4 were no greater than 4 inches in diameter. These couple are right at the brush pile itself. So I'm going to walk you back up the trail to the Crowell property. First, I'm going to show you if we walk around this brush pile here pretending to be a four-wheeler. You trim some branches and some little alders right here, and you carefully navigate around these couple boulders here. We could actually very easily make a full circle back to the trail that I've blazed. So here we are back on the trail that I've marked. Again, there's the brush pile right there. Up to this point we've done no real tree cutting at all, except for those couple right at the brush pile. Just some branches and some slash and alders, and removing some things that are already on the ground. Now working our way back towards the Crowell property. Again, some alders, removing some stuff that's already laying on the ground. Always maintaining a pretty close proximity to the stream, and a fairly straight line so that we're not trying to make a lot of corners with the machinery. You know, 1 inch, 1.5 inch hemlock. Here we've got an old stump that would have to be removed. Still in a very straight line. Still within 25 feet of the stream. Here we come to some of the, a few of the larger trees. These are, 1.5, 2 inch trees. Probably a 3 inch. Another 3 inch hemlock. Another 3 inch hemlock. And what we've done here is merged with the footpath that we've got that kind of meandered through this large birch and large ash tree. We've stayed off to the side of it and easily made a path right through. Now we're back on this footpath, and we take a couple little other alders down. Still in a nice straight line, very few curves so far. Another 3-inch tree, another hemlock, a 3-inch hemlock again, and that puts us right back out to where we had the chipper the last time we were here. So up to that point, we've taken very few trees and got all the way to the brush pile from a point that we've already had the chipper at. Now keep in mind that Hurricane Sandy passed by to our south a few days ago. We've experienced quite a bit of rain, but we do have a wet spot here that, depending on the time of year and the amount of precipitation, may be an issue that we have to deal with. But it's a fairly small wet area, and I think we could easily build either a slash bridge or place some pallets down and temporarily make our way across that wet area, and depending on the overall scope of the project years down the road, maybe think about building a little permanent bridge there. So again, we're back on this main drag here. Averages 10 to 12 feet wide, nice and straight. But we are coming up to an area where I did have a little bit of issue getting through a couple weeks ago when we came in. So I've marked a few little saplings here just to be able to make a wider corner and to avoid these couple large trees. And we come to probably the biggest tree that I've got marked. It's a 4-inch ash. There's approximately 8 feet between this ash and this maple, which is ample room. However, when we turn around, it just makes for a little bit of a tight corner. So I'd be up for discussion as to whether or not that ash really even had to go. But it would make it a little bit easier to navigate this corner. And again, looking back, you can see the wet spots at the end of the screen there. And beyond that, we take a slight left corner and then it's straight on to the brush pile. So all in all, we've got, like I said, maybe a couple dozen little trees. There's one more little one there that could go. And all in all, it's very little work for a pretty big reward at the end, being able to get back to that brush pile and clean it up. So there's one more little spot as we make our way out to the Crowell property here. This is all smooth sailing, nice high and dry, working right along the stream bed. And just before we break out onto their lawn here, we've got a small pile of rocks that we navigated over last time. However, it would be nice to at least pick up a few of them and place them in different areas to make it a little bit easier to navigate. And that's it. With that, we're right back out on the Crowell property, their yard. So that pretty well concludes this video. Like I said, with the permission of the landowner to cut those few trees, we'd easily be able to get down to the brush pile that we're trying to get to, clean it up, and then we've got a nice wide maintainable trail that we could pretty easily bring about any equipment down that we needed to. It still maintains the the natural beauty of the area. We haven't done any large tree removal at all to speak of. The trail at the furthest might be 30 feet away from the stream bed, and most of it's quite a bit closer than that. So any brush that we remove from the edge of the stream or the stream itself could easily be worked up to the trail and chipped and removed. And that is kind of what we're looking to do, so that we can permanently maintain this stream bed. So that's it for today.